were late. We had technical difficulties.
We
As
did.
always.
As always.
As
Every
always.
single time. Adam, mate.
Adam.
Boy.
And Adams.
Yeah.
Adams.
Guys.
The gifteds. Big
Thank
ones.
you so much, guys. That's a huge way to start off today's episode. Massive love to you both.
It is incredibly kind of you.
Adam, 69 out of 60. Yes, by the end of the stream. Let's get on it.
Oh,
How about we do?
fuck
69
yeah.
streams by...
69 streams.
Boy.
69. Okay, yeah. So we just hit 60. Well, 61. Thank you to everyone
you.
who's gifted. Cal finally got his gifted.
Yeah,
Enjoy it, Cal.
James, over to you. Back in the studio.
Back in the studio. All right, you ready? I've been practicing this quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Good Luck Have Fun podcast. I'm James.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Ben.
And together,
With a Good Luck Have Fun podcast.
we're the Good Luck Have Fun podcast. No, guys, it is good to see you. And it's good to be back in the studio hanging out with the homies.
Yeah, man, as always.
Obviously, last time we had Marco in, that was awesome.
That was a
Mad,
great day.
mad stream.
Yeah.
Crazy. It was so good, man.
It was a
fun.
great day.
What a fun day.
But-
More of that. Need more of that.
Yeah, but we're back to basics now.
Speaking of,
Speaking of,
Speaking of.
so as anyone who's in our Discord, as of recently, as of today, actually, we have just made our Patreon page live, haven't we, fellas?
We have indeed.
We have.
We have.
And that means that anyone who is a part of that, who is a patron,
Yeah.
who is a part of that patron community, you will be able to get exclusive content from us.
Mm.
And speaking of Marco, we will be releasing a video on there that is the Rocket League tournament that
Yeah.
we did with
Yes,
the man
absolutely.
styling himself,
He got so
where
mad.
he buried
got
us.
so mad.
He got so upset.
He did.
He
But
did.
he buried us. He absolutely battered us in every game, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did so well.
Honestly,
So-
the guy, you wouldn't believe it. Being an FPS player, he was
I know.
cracked at Rocket League, my guy.
Man, like, he went to the centre of the pitch and found a heavy sniper.
He
Hit
did.
a 360 and just domed us all.
And then hit the gritty
Fakey,
in a car.
fakey. Ladder shot. Cross mark.
Easy, mate.
Tomahawk.
Built a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Trust that.
Did
Yeah.
an ollie on it. But-
so go and subscribe there.
Yeah.
Because you will be seeing a hell of a lot on there exclusively.
We've got a
so
lot planned.
we did upload a little introductory video for anyone who is a
Mhm.
brand new patron. So if you do want to be a patron, you can do it for as low as £1.59, which is
Yeah.
it's $2. Okay, and it's quid.
That's
Yeah,
less
yeah.
than a can of Monster in some places.
It is.
you know?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Some places charge £1.70 for a can of Monster for £1.59.
sponsor.
Not a
Not a
sponsor.
sponsor.
I'm gonna cover up my. There you go. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But-
One day you will see a monster fridge.
yeah.
Yeah. You know where we are,
Yeah,
lads.
with a sick,
Um,
good luck, have fun wrap around it.
For real, bro.
For real, bro. I mean, that's another thing, actually. There's quite a bit that we want to just catch people up on. Because you've probably noticed that recently there's been a lot of monetization stuff for us. There's been a lot of things like the merch,
Massive.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Obviously, we started to talk a little bit more about, kind of pushing subs. Like, we've started to realize that in order to grow and in order to start moving forward, make better content, we need some form of income.
Yeah, man.
It's as simple
Absolutely.
as that. It's not out of disrespect for you guys at all. We absolutely love you guys and the support you give. But we want to give more. And we want to keep that up. And the best way we can do that is to gain independency.
Yeah.
To start buying our own equipment that's better,
Exactly.
works for us. It's a lot more versatile.
Yeah.
And that, our day jobs just don't cover that as a cost.
Well, yeah, exactly, and that's one of the reasons why we started Patreon.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
not necessarily just for equipment or the kind of the material things. It's the fact that we'll be able to bring you vlogs by going to events that
Yeah.
the community want us to see. We can use revenue we get to go on events and go on trips and go to places and
Exactly.
meet the community you have put towards this. So it's always going to go back into the stream, obviously.
Always.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless we're at a stage where we're very happy with where it is, and obviously we have earned it, thanks. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's in all honesty. But
Yeah.
in order for us to get to that spot, we really appreciate everything monetary wise. Obviously, we're bringing back the best we can when it comes to merch, when it comes to anything peripheral, when it comes to exclusivity, everything like that. We want to bring the best.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when it comes to that, we want to make sure that your hard-earned money goes towards something that you enjoy watching and you can spend your time enjoying.
Yeah, I just think I think it's only fair to be transparent.
Yeah,
In
absolutely.
that we're starting to get to a point now where, like Insomnia, for example, and we'll keep all this stuff brief, but Insomnia, for example, probably is going to cost us about £600 to £700 this year because there's two of them.
Yeah. Obviously, we split that. We
yeah.
split everything
Yeah,
three ways.
Yeah.
Is exactly the way it goes, and for us, not a lot of people get that. So even if we can get a little bit towards that, banging,
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
banging.
But yeah, so I guess bottom line, we really appreciate it and the support. You're going to see where that's going. There's never going to be a moment where it's like, oh, we're going to go chill on a yacht. I mean, I wish we could.
That would be lovely.
And if we do, thank you.
But one day vlog stream,
Yeah.
and a vlog stream. One day yacht stream.
yacht vlog stream.
Yacht vlog stream.
Hashtag GLHF yacht vlog stream.
Yes, lad.
That's going to be a really lonely stream because you're never getting me on a boat.
What?
Oh,
My
yeah,
thalassophobia is way too fucking high.
Yeah, true. Hannah's like, she can't deal with
Nah,
boats.
I don't fuck with boats.
Guess
Boat
I'm,
sink.
Guess I'm going on a solo yacht sail then. But
If you want to
Solo
see
vlog
Ben
with my
sad
boys.
and
See
alone
me
on a
in
boat,
the middle of the Pacific, suffering, not knowing what
I'm
to do.
gonna have on boats and bros.
Yeah, boats and bros.
Let's
New
go.
rebrand merch going on merch.
Gotta have me
Yeah.
my boats and
boats
bros.
and bros. Boats and bros.
Speaking of the merch, how do you guys like it? I mean, I've just ordered some. I know some other people have ordered some.
We have had
the,
some
the
orders
heavy
already.
metal merch.
Yeah, it's popping off.
I think it's. And
That's
don't. I
fucking
mean,
sick.
I'm staying on brand today. You
Yeah,
can-
look at that
Yes.
t-shirt. Woo!
It's because I'm in work, you know. Nice.
Anyway.
But
So we all know today's topic. Oh wait, before we go into today's topic, how have you been? This is now. How are you guys?
Good. I'm excited to be just sat in here with my boys again.
too.
You know?
Yeah.
We've had a lot planned. We've done a lot of talking in the background. We've been. And do you know what? Actually, we've kind of just been having a nice bit of time between the last stream and now, just playing games together.
Yeah.
Which has
Yeah.
been nice.
Yeah,
Like
we have.
out of content, we've just
Mhm.
hopped on Fortnite. Absolutely smashed some crowns as a
We
trio.
did, man.
yeah,
We are sick at Fortnite.
We're-
Dubs
we're getting pretty good
everywhere.
we have a set system. So I don't know if anyone else who plays Fortnite out there has this with their teams, but Ben's the heavy sniper.
Yeah.
DMR. What do you normally take?
red
SMGs and
eye,
shotguns,
you
grab
red
a
eyes.
smidge
Yeah.
sometimes.
I sometimes smidge, but never win. But give me a red eye any day, bro.
You were
I'll
on
hit
it.
anyone.
You were on it. Cross mapping with that red eye.
Trust, bro. I don't mess with it.
But
Watch the videos. Go on
That's-
YouTube
yeah,
shorts now.
do it. Get on the shorts. They're funny, those shorts.
They are
really
funny. You know
good.
what we should do as well? A podcast.
Oh my god,
Hey,
guys! Do you want to
yo.
see a podcast?
If you would like to see a Good Luck Have Fun podcast, let us know.
Yeah, please. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
no,
sick.
it's been great to just hang out and play games outside of a
Yeah.
content level. Because I think we were getting quite. I mean, we are busy, very busy people, both in work and this work. It has been so good to just kind of log on, not worry about what needs uploading, not worry about like tweets and making sure you're staying relevant and looking up topics, and it gets a lot.
Yeah, we've been busy. haven't
Yeah,
we?
it's busy,
It-
man.
yeah.
Well, that's
And-
it. Especially because it's also busy because we are bringing so many new things in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with the last couple of weeks has been Patreon, the merch.
Mm.
You know, we've been trying to organise things in the background that you'll see.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's
There's
a
some
lot
good
of
shit
busy
coming.
things happening. So there's good shit coming. Yeah, for real. But yeah, it's not just a case of us playing games and fucking about and editing a couple of videos. You know, we're doing loads of stuff.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
good.
keeping up with socials, keeping up with chatting to people. You know, people that we're going to be interviewing on the podcast as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, games, companies, people. You know, we chat to them all the time. So, you know, it's busy things, man. Busy things.
So
Busy
it's been
things.
good to just kick back. I've actually started painting again. I haven't painted in
Oh, yeah,
ages,
yeah.
and we'll
Oh,
get
you
onto
have,
that
yeah.
in a bit. But like I hadn't picked up a brush in weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and I've finally got a model sprayed. I was like, right, I've been dying to paint this, and I've just started it now. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, a lot
Good.
more zen.
Good, man.
Zen.
Zen out.
How are you, Dan?
I'm good, me man. You know, I've been trying to hobby more as well. Same
Okay.
thing. I've been bashing Elden Ring
You
to
have,
like
yes.
a different level. So if anyone's in the Discord, I usually go into the
Just
just
chatting.
chatting, and I usually stream in my gameplay, I usually stream Elden Ring, and I'm either chatting or I'm not. It depends on how. It depends if my son's in bed or if whatever's happening in the day kind of thing. And I've been bashing that game, and it's just been nice to like just sit back and play, because I fell out of love with gaming quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I was either reading or drawing or whatever, and I kind of just fell off gaming. But now playing, I played Dying Light 2 for a bit, remember? And that kind of fell off. I felt like I was a bit repetitive. But then Elden Ring, I started playing that again, picked that up, and Ben was coming round to mine.
Yeah.
And not you.
Not this one.
I've got a childhood best friend called Ben, and
So do I.
Hey,
yo, all the cool kids have got one. Just saying.
Everyone needs one. Go get yourself a best friend called Ben.
Get a Ben.
Ben's friend.
This one's taken.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, love you.
Love you too. Sorry.
So yeah,
Sorry,
I've been
Captain.
playing with Ben, but we've been playing for like 12 hours. We've been playing like 12-hour days, just sat playing Elden Ring. And
They're
it's
good
been
days,
so good. We have a few beers and that, and we just chill and get, and then it's just when you're younger and you invite your friends around, you play games together, and like you just watch each other play and stuff. Like you'll have a go at a boss, and then you kind of take turns. Like, give us a go at that catacomb and that, and that's how it's been, and it's just been like really nice. So that's been my week. But other than that, being a dad is very similar day to day. So having them days is really nice, especially with you two as well, like playing games with you as well.
Yeah,
like
it's been good.
It breaks it up properly.
It's just really important to take time to just not be doing anything too taxing on you.
Absolutely.
So those days are needed sometimes.
Yeah, they are, man.
I love them.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Ben?
Playing Fortnite, innit?
Just Fortnite.
And I've started playing Demon Souls again.
Oh yeah, so you're playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going for plat, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I'll do the plat. So. Yeah, we'll see.
Everyone telling me is.
I'm only 3 bosses in, but it's mint. It's so sick. I'm really excited to get more into that. Other than that, planning for my wedding.
You are.
Oh yeah.
How's that going?
Let's get married.
It's getting there. So we've got an actual day now. We're getting married November next year. So
awesome.
Actually gonna be married.
Marriage.
Love's in the chat.
Love's in the chat.
Marriage.
But yeah, it's good. We've got a venue booked. We've got caterers booked. We've got a meeting with the venue next week and the caterers next week. Chloe is losing her mind planning all this stuff. She's on it. She's like hyper focusing on this wedding, and bless her, it's important. But it's exciting. It's daunting, but it's really exciting.
Good. It's daunting doing a wedding. It really is. I've been married 7 months now.
Yeah.
That's how that.
You two
came to my wedding. Brilliant wedding, wasn't it?
It was good.
Yeah,
It was good. But yeah, it's so stressful planning a wedding to the point where you both go through completely different stresses. I know Hannah was mainly stressing about who was coming, because if you invite them, you've got to invite them, and if you've got to invite them, you invite them.
Yeah,
and for me, I was just the opposite. I was just like, just invite the people who you're actually going to go and say hi to.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, the venue, getting money together for the venues and all, registrars, going into town, spinach, going into town. In it, registering loads of shit. Oh my god,
it
is
stressful. I've done that as well. I've booked the ceremony as well. That's booked.
Oh, good.
Am I going?
You're on the short list.
Yeah, let's go. I am a best man, by the way.
He's one of my best men. I've got 2 best men.
He does greedy shit.
I am. I've got 2 childhood
Not
best
me.
friends. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, you're still one of my best boys. You know that.
Bro, my man.
Respect. But yeah, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
I can't wait.
I mean, it'd be pretty horrible if Chloe was watching and I was like, oh, I'm really not looking forward to this wedding thing.
Can you imagine? Yeah. It's just been
Bastard.
fucking stressful. Can't be fucked.
I'm thinking of getting rid of her, to be honest.
Never.
She's too
bae.
sweet.
She's bae.
She is.
She's
bae.
mint, Chloe.
LD, thanks for the follow, man.
Ayo.
Hey,
That.
thanks.
Thanks, man. Cool. So that's good that we're all kind of in a nice space.
Yeah.
That kind of goes on to our topic of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, very much
It does.
so.
Yeah. Our
you wanna
topic for
kick
the
that? Yeah,
day,
go on.
for anyone who doesn't know, is talking about men's mental health. We have a lot of our community as well who are advocates for men's mental health. We all have been through a lot ourselves.
Yeah.
Have people around us that have been through a lot ourselves,
Yep.
themselves as well. So, you know, even though typically we have a very upbeat stream, a very upbeat podcast, this one is a little bit more serious, isn't it? I'd say.
Yes, it's an important topic that means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And we've been toying with talking about it for a while, and
definitely.
I think now's a good time to have this conversation.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it was important as well because, you know, there's kind of people who will watch us, especially, you know, we all three of us got very different personalities and things, and when it comes to people and how we're perceived online is people are shocked when we kind of talk about that we actually have these kind of feelings.
Yeah.
I've heard it a lot myself.
Oh yeah.
That people don't expect me to go through, or I wouldn't expect that from you. And,
No. Do you get the but you're so charismatic?
Not charismatic,
because I
no,
do, and I love it and hate it at the same
You're
time.
charismatic.
I am. I'm a very charismatic person. But then when you try and open up to somebody, and it's like, oh, by the way, there might have been a day when I was not here, and everyone's like, but you're so you're so fun. I'm like, yeah, but how about you just? Because I was.
Yeah. I feel like the main thing I get is like I wouldn't expect you to feel like that, but you know, you're always so happy.
Yeah.
I always get you're always so happy. And of course, because you know, I put everything on the back of my mind for everyone who's in front of me.
Always.
I stand in front of everything before I ever say anything about how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how my life has always been. I've been lucky enough to grow up around people who have been very focused on me expressing feelings.
Yeah.
And I've grown up to express my feelings, but it's always been too late. I'd say it's always been when I've gotten really far into it instead of just being honest.
Yeah,
straight away. So yeah, I mean, So in that essence, I always get you're always so happy, and it's fair enough because I am. I can't, you know, I've had very big highs in my life, but I've had harrowing lows as well, and no one expects that because you don't. Because you know, people do say, you know, some of the most depressed people are so happy.
Yeah,
you know, they're really good at hiding.
Yeah, I mean the key example's Robin Williams, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah.
Like, nobody saw that coming.
No, of course not.
I mean, he was an advocate for men's mental health and stuff, but everyone was like, oh, but he always seemed to be one step ahead of it. You know, no one ever thought that one day he'd just not be around.
Yeah.
And that really opened the door. I think that was a really good turning point for men's mental health. As tragic as it is, as tragic as his loss is, and I cried when I found out.
I think a lot of people did,
but him doing that did open up eyes for a lot of people to be like, men's mental health is a actual big thing. And it's a bit of a disclaimer that I want to give that, yes, we are talking about specifically men's mental health. It's not that we disregard any other gender identities' rights to their emotions at all. It's just we're three men. We've been through stuff. And we want to share our experiences and how we got through it to help other men progress and take control of their feelings and do something positive with them rather than the negative, which, as Dan will read off some statistics momentarily, we're not doing so hot.
We're not doing great.
We're not doing
As a
great.
collective.
No, we're not. But no, I agree. I'm on the same page. Yeah. Everyone feels the same feelings we do. Of course they do. Everyone goes through exactly what we do. It's more of a case of we're talking specifically from men's point of view because we are men. And it's more of, you know, we want to represent men and what we see, societal pressures, everything that we go through as well. Every person and every gender goes through different pressures. Yeah. And we appreciate that. At the moment, we're talking about men. And that's what we'll go into. So some of so obviously I did my preparation for this, and some of the statistics I found were shocking. They were shocking, and they're, you know, I was reading them. Not, you know, they were shocking, but you know, at the same time, I was also. It was expected, you know, considering how I feel. and considering how the amount of men I've spoken to in my life, and how they feel, I'm also not massively surprised to the statistics.
Yeah.
Because there is not. I don't think there's a male in my life that really actually says they are 100% happy all the time. That they've never, got to a point where they have thought about not wanting to be here anymore. I think everyone I've spoken to has always had that feeling, or has been as low as to get to that point where they could take their life rather than be here.
Yeah.
And that's so sad. It really is.
Thought to have.
It is.
It's awful.
It is. And I've been there. I know a lot of people have been there, and we'll share our experiences. Of course we will. But I just want to go into some of these. So, I looked into Human. They're
I've heard of them.
Yeah. They said as of 2023, 73% of suicides in the UK and the US were male. 73% of every suicide was a man.
And that was 6,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mad. 6,000 people suicides. So again, this puts us in the same category as this. For males under the age of 35, the biggest cause of their death was suicide. That's horrific. For 35 is young. It's a young man still. That's
not even half your life.
It's not nowhere near.
You think of all the bullshit that guys around that age, getting up to that age, would be up to. The dumb shit. The really dumb, stupid, I should have died in those. We've all fucking been there. Pushing a trolley down a road, with your mate in it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden a car could just come out and take you
And
the fuck out. He could send you straight to Jesus.
True. Straight to Jesus.
Straight to Jesus.
He sends you straight to Jesus. It's true, man.
But all of these kind of things, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people work in construction. Construction's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
And the main cause of death, like the main thing that's going to get you is yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying. To think that it's more common than things like cancer and these awful illnesses that are just rotten. Things that you could get through rotten luck. To think that it comes down to the person themselves as the main cause. That's just...
Like, that's eye-opening, really.
Yeah,
it's awful. To society these days is eye-opening. So this one, I've got kids, and this one was putting me on the reading it was virtually in tears. Was that over 200 school children are lost every year to suicide. 200 kids that are still in school.
That's so fucked up.
That's fucked up. 200 kids a year, and I've got one 7-year-old and one that's just turned 1 a couple of months ago. And to think that and these stats are, they're kind of been increasing from kind of the 90s, since technology and kind of things that you could find on your phone and all that kind of stuff has increased over the years. Like it has been a slight and gradual increase. So, by the time I've got kids that go to high school, like, they're going to have this non-stop battle. Like, when we went to school, even though we had cyberbullying and we had them kind of MSN days, all them kind of things, didn't we? And like when Facebook was first starting off, we didn't have the social pressures that now kids have, So now that is only going to get worse, in my opinion, with everything that's happening on social media and the pressures that kids get nowadays. Horrific. Going back to men, the highest percentage of suicides in men were between the ages of 45 and 54.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis age, really. Kind of, again, I would say societal pressures, once again, would be the 45, 54 age would be, I'm at a point where I'm potentially not doing exactly what I wanted to do in my life. Yeah. Maybe made that many wrong decisions, or maybe they've been constant mental issues leading up to that have made them not get to where they wanted to be.
Yeah.
Hence.
I mean, that's a really interesting point, though, 'cause I think we should cover off what some of the expectations put on us has been.
Yeah.
because I know we've all got them. There's all
Absolutely, yeah.
certain things that we've had to live up to, that we've been told this is what's expected of you, that the internet on a daily basis
Yeah.
is telling you as a man what you need to be a man.
Mhm.
Like, it's a very common thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at, one of my pet peeves, and this is a quick tangent, kind of, you see a lot of TikToks out there about, like, dating advice, right? And it's about, like, most of the time, it's a guy holding a mic up to a girl, just a random girl. Or sometimes they're on podcasts. I mean, podcasts are a really powerful tool right now, which is why I wanted to make the disclaimer, because we're not that kind of cast.
No.
So, they are like, how much should your man earn? And they're like, oh, maybe 200 grand a year. It's like, what? I had a pressure on myself, and it's something that only actually happened to me about a year ago.
Yeah.
And that was 30 by 30.
30 by 30.
30 grand a year by age 30. And I was beating myself. I was only 24 at the time when I heard that. And I was like,
That's the standard.
I was hating on myself really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go home and I was looking for jobs. I was dreaming of jobs. I was going to work and I couldn't focus on that job because I was thinking, how the fuck am I going to earn 30 grand to feel what? Respected, loved, proper? That's just one small aspect, and that's something that's been going on for generations, is that the man's the breadwinner.
Absolutely.
You earn the money, you provide, etc., and your money is going to buy the happiness and pave the way for your whole family. And although, yes, there's been steps to, start equalizing things, and women don't like that as an idea anymore either, or at least the majority of them don't.
Yeah. Because
we're starting to get equality, equal pay, etc. And it's getting to a point now where a man's money's becoming more of his own money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're quite there, but you're still judged. Your character can still be quite heavily judged on how much you earn. That's why I think guys especially, and even more so in the UK, because we are quite reserved, don't talk about how much they earn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wage is a secret.
Well, going to that, so as of last year, we had Asher, and it got to around October. It was just before our wedding, and I was working at a company that was going nowhere, still aren't, and I was kind of I was in the space where I'd had a couple of promotions in like a year, or like a couple of years, and I'd gone up thousands in earnings, and in that I was money-wise really happy.
Yeah.
Financially, the house was happy and that. Great, still are, not a problem with that. But as it got to it, the pressure of that was on me then. I have no choice but to be here because of what I earn. Yeah, to keep not, because the thing is, I don't have a lifestyle that's necessarily lavish. I don't expend more than I need to. I never have done.
No.
It's more of a case of still as a man, the pressure to be the breadwinner, as you'd say, is always on there. So by the end of last year, me and Hannah sat down. We had a real conversation about how about we change the dynamic in the house a bit. Hannah goes back to work full time, and I be a stay at home dad. And the first thing that came into my mind was, how do people see me then? As a man?
Yeah.
They just see me as a lazy prick who just doesn't want to work. What do you do in your time, Dan? You're a stay-at-home dad. Oh, well, you're a fucking lazy prick.
No, I have respect
What do
for
you
you.
do? What do you do? You sit, play games all day. No, I'm sat teaching my kids how to do things all day. I'm being a mum in the day, which I just want to say is one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
This is, being a stay-at-home parent is so hard that I give props to any mother who does it and any dad that can do it. So the pressure that came to me was, it was a straight swap in salary. There was no difference. If anything, we're already more, because I still work part-time. Hannah was still on maternity at that time. So that pressure financially wasn't there, but it was how do I explain to people that I only work part-time now?
Yeah.
And that, for a man, for anyone, and for Han, it's like, what does your husband do?
Yeah.
Why is that even a question? Oh, you work full-time, you've still got a baby. What does your husband do? Oh, is he in nursery then? No, he's not. He's with his dad.
How fucking awful is that?
So, I mean, that's the pressures that I went through as well. You know, and that's from just last year.
Yeah.
So, you know, that society needs to change its full aspect on what they see as fathers and how they're perceived. It's what this there's one thing, right, that is a peeve, and don't ever say it to me.
Go on, send it.
Go on.
It's if I'm in the shop and I've got my child, don't say, "Oh, is mummy having a day off?"
Oh,
fuck off
someone's
with
getting
that.
bricked.
Or babysitting, are we? Don't
No.
say it to me. I won't even reply to you.
No.
Because that has always happened to me.
That's so
Now,
rude.
It happens
So
all the time.
Disrespectful. It's just so awful that there's a stigma about it still
In it.
in the 21st century. It's just
Crazy.
disgusting.
I know. So then that's one thing that no one needs to say to me, because
No.
I will not
Don't say it to
No.
fucking
God.
anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody has the right
Yeah.
to be I was about to say the prime parent. There's no such fucking thing, but you have the right to be the parent that doesn't work, that looks after the child and puts in the effort in the family unit that way.
Even worse,
Either side.
Even worse, like imagine saying that to someone for them to go, "Mum's not around anymore."
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's like-
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, going back to today's topic,
Yeah.
that person's already on a
Yeah.
Yeah.
a decline,
Exactly.
and someone's asked them that, and they've just had a trigger in their mind to everything again. It's just so unnecessary to make that comment.
Absolutely.
So inconsiderate.
Yeah, I've never agreed with it. It's so that's my one thing.
No,
that's got-
justified. Dickheads, a lot of them.
Yeah. Dead ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've still got.
Please,
a few
carry
more,
on.
yeah.
No, yeah, go.
So I mean, again, I know we said we. You're right.
I'm getting comfy.
You get comfy.
I'm getting comfortable.
comfy.
Getting comfy. Leave me
I
alone.
want you to be comfy.
Me too, man. So with that being said, and with us saying that the kind of male / female, we're not comparing, but there obviously has been comparisons. So the male suicide rate in 2021, year after the pandemic, where everyone's settled into the pandemic, everyone's locked down, everyone's feeling worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
The male suicide rate in 2021 was 15.8%. No, 15.8, sorry, per 100,000, compared to the female rate, which was 5.5.
That's like 15,000 people versus 5,000 people, if my maths is on that. It never normally is, because I have dyscalculus.
What was that statistic? again?
15.8 per 100,000.
So for every
yeah.
100,000 people,
There's
that's 15.
15 of
So
them.
that's so that's 1,500.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I went 10,000 above. But anyway.
That's awful, but that's
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, it's 3 times.
The female rate.
Yeah, it's 3 times. Yeah, regardless, it's 3 times. It's 3 times above the female rate. Yeah. Men aged 50 to 54 were found to have the highest rate within that. And when you think about it, the generation before them, the 50 to 54, the generation of men before that went to war. They had grandparents, they had dad, they had grandparents within their family that were men were don't show feelings, go to it. You are a robot, go to it.
Men's men, stiff up a lip.
Yeah,
Get on with
you
it.
made a steal, go to it.
Yeah.
And that is that if don't cry, men don't cry, boys don't cry.
No.
That's it.
I cry all the fucking time.
So do I.
My whole life I've cried.
I'm
Me too.
learning to again.
Good.
You had a bit of a struggle with crying
Yeah.
for a long time.
There was many times where I was going through a breakup of someone who, because I struggle with loneliness.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of men do.
Yeah.
And I really struggle with it sometimes. So there are times where I've been dating a girl and it's been going great, and then out of the blue, just gone.
Yeah.
However, which way that happens, and I remember he would always be like, "Let's go for a walk." So we do.
Top bloke, man.
And
Get
I
your
sing
friends.
when I'm sad, and I
Okay.
love singing.
Always love the good things, I know.
Nice.
It definitely lifts the spirit.
So I would
Wow.
sing sad songs, and I remember once I was trying to cry. I was really like it was all here,
You have to sometimes.
and it just it wouldn't come, would it?
I remember,
And I was really angry then.
Well, I remember one time, it was a similar situation. We'd been for a walk after, I think it was a breakup, and I think we just met up, and James buries his head into my chest. I give him a big hug, and you scream. You're like, I can feel like you're about to start crying, and you just scream into my chest, and you backed off, and you're like, can't even fucking cry now. And I was just like, oh my god, it was awful.
It's hard to cry.
It's just horrible, isn't it? Yeah, it's.
But you saying about you express yourself through singing.
Yeah.
No one knows this about me other than my wife. I like to write poetry.
Do you?
Yeah.
Sick.
So the other day in preparation to this, I wrote a poem that I'm really nervous about right now.
I feel like I'm gonna cry now.
So I don't.
Guys, get some love in the chat, please.
Love, please.
I don't share my poetry. I don't share it. I've written my wife a couple of poems in the past. I've written Ben a poem, now and again.
Yeah.
But I wrote a poem to do with this topic, and I want to share it.
Please.
Please do.
So, give me a sec. So, this is brace yourself.
I'm feeling
Keep
it
that
already.
love coming, yeah.
I cried right.
Come on.
It's called "You're Not Made of Steel, Man." So, men, some of us are rough, gruff, and all kinds of hard stuff. Some of us are soft, timid, and all kinds of shy. But when we're asked if we're all right, we hold on tight, and instead we cry. We lie, sigh, and say, "Oh well, we can only try." We feel fear, shed tears, and hold things in for years. We have too much pride, we take things in our stride, and when all we want to do is hide. We cover our pain with laughs and fill our day with faffs and spend our day walking on pins, waiting for the day pain wins. All we want to do is be heard, and only to be told we're being absurd. We tried, we're fried, we feel snide, and this is why we push feelings aside, driven only to suicide. Sometimes a compliment is all we need to feel loved and freed. We can retaliate, get hate with no debate, and because we're just a man being a man. We express what we feel, we're not made of steel. We're told man up, brush it off, get up and dust off. When there's no more dust to brush, we're told to shush, and this is when enough is enough. We're told to have patience, but people are shocked when we turn into the patients. Men on the brink, told don't be a baby, how hard can being a man be? We're pushed, and then there's only left with plan B. When every day is nothing but strife, we turn to the only choice of ending our life. We go through trials by fire, but in the end we always tire. We're told normal emotions are not normal notions for being a man. All we ask is to make the task of letting us be open and cope and be there to hold us when we have feelings to share. Speak out, shout and be as loud as you can. Be a man, show your feelings, we know you can. We love our kids, our husbands, our families and our wives, and sometimes we need some cries. We fear for our lives too.
That's fucking beautiful, bro.
Oh, man.
That's beautiful.
I was so nervous reading that.
I love you, man. I was fighting then.
Sorry, man. I was shaking, man.
Guys,
Fucking
we
hell.
get so many loves and hearts in the chat for Dan, and that absolutely fucking gorgeous poem.
That's beautiful,
Shaking.
brother.
I could tell you were so nervous doing that, man.
Guys, give it up for Dan, yeah.
Well done,
Palms are sweating. Well done,
Knees
man.
sweaty, bro.
Oh my god.
Thanks for listening to that.
Mate, that
was
was beautiful.
That was so
Truly.
beautiful. That
How'd
was
you like
raw. It was
Yeah, it was.
emotional and
Ooh,
my heart's racing and I'm shaking for
So fucking hell.
No, big respect for you for doing that.
That's
Thanks, man.
huge. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
My pleasure.
That's massive.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And the sentiment behind it is so important.
It
and
is.
I think we should just all feel blessed right now for hearing that. That's
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
beautiful.
Appreciate it. No worries. Yeah.
Ben.
Oh, I love
Hello?
it, man.
What? Sorry, I didn't write a poem.
No, you don't. It's not show and tell. You
Oh.
don't.
Thanks for the love in the chat as well, guys. I
Big love to
appreciate
you
it.
guys.
Let's go, guys.
And if it doesn't get published, you'll be fuming. Yeah, man. I'll,
Yeah, we'll get on to Penguin Publishings now, shall we?
I'll publish it. What I'm gonna do is I was gonna do it anyway. Is actually sit and make an actual video of me reading it anyway, because you know it does need. I believe it needs to go to places as well.
I think it does. I think more people need to hear that.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people need to hear that.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You should be proud of yourself.
Thank
really
you.
should be.
I'm proud of it. To be fair, I should be. I'm happy with that.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry.
What about you?
What about me?
How do you get through?
How do I cope when my bad days?
Yeah.
When I'm low, when I'm having a bad day, and I've always been like this. I stay quiet and fester. I dwell. I think through a million scenarios over and over again in my head of every possible outcome. I get angry at myself. I get angry inwards. I don't get angry at anyone else. I'll be at work at my desk. I'll be silent. I'll be just working away with all these thoughts in my head. And the second someone comes over, I'm like, oh, hey, you're right. And it's instantly like, if you saw my face when I was looking this way, I'm just not there. I don't look like upset. I just look so vacant.
You can just turn it on though when it happens.
Yeah, but the second someone talks to me, hey, you're right there. Oh, Ben, can you help me with this? Yeah, of course. What's up, man? And it just turns on naturally because I'm just so. I've done it for years and years.
You're unfortunately used to doing it.
It's what obviously a lot of people just call a mask. You know, it's
a mask. It's dissociation is what my therapist called it.
Yeah, it's a presence that you offer the outside world, and I did it because it was a combination of. I get anxious and embarrassed when people are like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm always saying, yeah, I'm fine, doesn't matter. And then, that's kind of how, like, what happens to me internally. And to cope with that, there's a couple of things. I've always been huge into music.
Mm-hmm.
I love music. I would always put on certain songs and playlists to kind of build my mood back up again. Chloe has been probably the biggest thing for me in the last 10 years. You have been honestly one of those godsends for me since high school. For me, it's probably music and people that I hold close. And like even I know like it's in the last few years that we've really been proper good mates, Stan. But even in like the time where we've been spending more time together, there's days where I've been feeling shit. And I've just said in our DM that we've got, I've just been like, you know, hey, I'm feeling shit. We have a chat and. You know,
instantly lifted.
I feel just even 1% better, you know.
I felt the exact same. I've been honest when I've been really, really down. I've said, you know, maybe it's not a podcast day for me today. I'm gonna kind of leave it off. And there's no time after a chat that I have with these where I don't feel better.
Back at you.
Yeah,
it's the same
every single time. And you know, you do hold people close, and I'm similar to you. I switch off. Hannah will vouch that when I'm not in that mindset. I'm completely switched off. I turn off everything off, and I am in music.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere but the moment. Yeah. And I'm in my head. I'm in every scenario. I'm in every worst thing that could happen. But I'm never present.
Yeah. No.
And I'm always the worst case scenarios, all that kind of stuff. So you know, with holding people, I can't tell you how much of a godsend Hannah's been to me. I've always been a person who's been a family man. I wanted to be a family man. I wanted kids. I wanted a wife. I wanted all that to settle down and enjoy my life that way. I don't go out. I don't do all that. I sit in, I game. I like my own space, and I like to, you know, be such an introvert. And Hannah is the same. She obviously she's older than me. She's 35 now. She has her own things. She watches her programs and she spends a lot. You know, she does her own things and stuff. But we have none of the same hobbies. But you know, we can be doing the same thing in the same room, but we just have the energy that helps each other. Yeah. And you know, from a marriage, that is exactly what you need. Yeah. Space, but you need that person close, and that's why I have chosen the best wife for me. And, you know, and she came into my life at the right time when I was again one of my lowest. My lowest ever time I've been was during university. And then I came back into it after a few years ago, and just before I met Hannah, I was again another plummet in my mental health. And then Hannah never failed to make my day better. So I can only literally I'd do anything for her. You know,
It's so important to have people like that in your life,
it is.
and it's really upsetting that a lot of people feel like they haven't got someone like that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Be it a best friend, a partner, you know, a parent. It's really upsetting.
Yeah,
When people
It
feel
is.
just so alone. Because I'm the same as you. Like me and Chloe really don't really have, you know, a lot of hobbies and interests in common. Like
Yeah.
I game, I listen to like really heavy music. She doesn't like games really.
yeah,
Doesn't listen to heavy music, but we just click, you know.
Yeah.
We just get each other. And when I'm having a bad day at home, Chloe will be very quick to be like, "Are you all right?" And I'll say no a few times, but she'll keep pressing it because she always knows.
yeah.
She always
It's
knows.
so
Thanks,
obvious.
Ginge.
What's Ginge saying?
Hugs.
No, hugs to
Ginge, we
as well,
love you.
Charlotte,
Welcome in
thank you.
today.
Change
Ooh,
that battery.
Let's
back.
change that bad boy.
Indeed. Guys,
Right, were you still here?
we are still here. The battery needs changing.
Yeah,
What?
I do the be right back screen.
Alt D.
B for back.
B,
Where's B? How have I lost B on a keyboard?
B, bro.
Okay, you can look at that.
And we love you too.
We do. We love all of you.
We do love all you. Yeah, but Hannah, you know, Hannah's in the
Yeah,
chat
hey,
there as
Han.
well, and,
Big love to
appreciate
Han.
and everyone who's here and chatting and stuff. Yeah, we appreciate everyone who's listening. We've got loads of things that we've been through, and it's nice for us to be able to. But the thing is, we feel comfortable speaking to our community about it as well, and
We do.
we've been creators for so long where this is a comfortable environment for us.
Yeah.
So we're quite happy sharing everything we feel
Mm.
within here. So yeah, we're very happy.
At the end of the day, like, there's so many different ways you can process and cope, and you can work through things. I think everybody has a different way, right?
Oh yeah, everyone's different, aren't they? Yeah.
Like, hobbies, I would genuinely say having a hobby is probably one of the most critical
Yeah,
things.
it is. I agree.
It keeps you distracted, it gets you focused, it can help induce like dopamine, which is, you know, the reward thing in your head.
Yeah, we're changing the battery pack.
Yeah. Don't worry, we've not fully disappeared. The battery on the
We'll
camera
be back
died.
in a sec.
Which normally we'd do a be right back and we'd have a panic about, but
Yeah,
we're pretty chill today.
Yeah, we're just changing.
Today's
we'll
not
change it.
about that life.
Yes, Liam, we'll change your battery, mate.
What's the thing?
Cheers, Ben.
Oh, wrong one. Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
We're back.
Faces.
We back.
What was I saying? Yeah, Chloe just knows. Sorry,
Yeah.
Chloe just knows that when I'm down, and she presses it because she knows that she asks enough times. Because that's the important thing. I see a lot of important things where people say, if you ask someone if they're okay, always ask again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true because a lot of people will always brush it off the first time, but then if you go, "No, are you okay?" Then it breaks down that layer a little
See,
bit.
Absolutely.
I learned. I don't know if this works for everybody, but I don't ask if people are okay. I ask them how they're feeling,
Yeah,
I've noticed you do that a lot.
that's very
Yeah.
that's good phrasing.
because I've noticed that feeling cuts straight to there.
It's
like
a different
dead
answer
center.
as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
You always
Yeah,
get
yeah,
a
yeah.
different answer.
Yeah.
You'll never get
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. It's like, yeah,
How
like
you feeling?
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like if I, you can all. There's nothing wrong with saying you okay, you're right, because that's just the in passing, the quick check. That's the.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
Put that battery back on charge.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Sorry.
That's good. You know, that's that quick check, isn't it? That's the scope of the room.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're right,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good. Nothing wrong with it. That's it. But if you've got that feeling, that inclination that something's up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ask someone how they're feeling. Get straight to it. Especially, I mean, hit a stereotype here, especially with a guy, because sometimes we just like shit being direct.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I personally do. Yeah. I prefer someone just tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Like, if I was having a really bad day and it was written all over my face, but someone said, "You're right," and I said, "Yes," and they went, "Are you sure?" and I went, "Yes," and then they walked off, I'd be like, come on. Like, I can't find the words to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm really trying
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me.
Mm.
Is I know Hannah does prod because she knows.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, she seen me through every emotion I felt,
Yeah.
and one thing she will do. She's like, she won't lose a rag.
Mhm.
She'll just be like, right, and she'll leave the room and she'll come back in a little bit because she knows that eventually I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need the words. I just need to know what I want to say. And you know, sometimes I feel like a lot of men are very similar. Is you know, I know I'm not all right.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what to say.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to say something that's going to upset you because you're not the problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the day worse because you're not the problem.
Mhm.
But I also want to word it in a way that's going to make me feel better if I say it
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to just be saying it for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I need to let it out.
You need to articulate it in that way,
Yeah.
which just is the key in your brain to go,
Yeah.
you've done it. You've
Yeah.
nailed on the head, you've said it. And
Do you find that you also try and word it in a way that can't be flicked back at you with the whole man up thing? Do you still search that? Because I do. And I try and... So I actually had this recently at work. And I was saying to someone, I'm having an off day. I'm not feeling confident and I have to be in my job. I have to be dead on it. I have to be confident in what I'm saying. And I wasn't feeling it. Things were going wrong and I couldn't cope with it. Like, just silly little things. Outlook was opening the wrong thing every time I clicked, but it was just sending me west. I was dying over here.
It wasn't the right day for you.
And I said to one of my colleagues, I was like, because she was asking a load of questions and just really going on. We work at home, we work over Teams. She couldn't exactly see my face to know something was going on. So I said to her, I was like, I am not 100% today. Like, I'm not in a good place, because that's all I could fathom to say. I got a reply of, have you tried to cup a man up? This was like last week, maybe a week, or maybe a bit longer.
It was a
and
few weeks ago,
yeah,
you messaged me saying,
I was fucking raging.
Rightly so.
How insensitive is that?
And it just, the thing that people don't realise about that is, I'd already spent years of my life trying to gear my head around not worrying about getting hit with that.
Yeah.
Where whatever I say is valid and will be validated.
Yeah.
And I will feel okay saying, oh, I'm not 100%. And rather than someone going, are you sure? Or have you tried insert rhetorical fix? Someone's just gone, like, someone
today.
Yeah, someone will turn. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you had Weetabix, fuck off.
Shut
I'll
up.
chin you. Give you nana skin fade. But like, rather, and I've spent so long trying to like get my head into a place to trust other people that if I reach out and say I'm not good, someone's going to say, okay, talk to me, or all right, what do you think will help, or no worries, I'll back off. Because not everyone's going to be able to help you. That's something else that I think a lot of people need to understand is that people out there have either got their own stuff going on or they're just not in a position where they can give you the help that you need. And I think you need to respect that. If someone says, like, I'm really sorry that you're feeling that way, you know, I hope you get better. I will, like, but I can't be there for you right now.
Yeah.
It's natural. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I think you guys are probably similar in the sense of, do you ever give up on a day where you're just, you'll give up on a day and you'll just be like, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow.
oh, yeah, it's a paint day for me.
Yeah. The thing is, sometimes I'll sit and stare at shit
Yes.
until the day's over.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't want anyone to speak to me. I don't want anything. I don't want any contact. Just leave me alone. And then literally, it's just, I'll deal with it tomorrow.
Yeah, I've written the day off.
Yeah, today's fucked.
Yeah.
The most recent example was I obviously tattoo and I'm learning to tattoo, but I did a really shit one, and I say I did a really shit one. In my eyes, it was shit, but I always feel like sometimes I have days where I can deal with a lot, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Big pressures, I can deal with them quite well. But when it comes to like little things that'll buggy, little bits, the little things that I expect to have gone well, really throw me off.
Yeah.
And I can really give up on a day if something so small, so minuscule was not even an issue to that person, whatever, everyone around me. But you know, the day that I did that, and then the day after was one of them days where I'd wrote it off. So I got up and I knew from the second I woke up that day was a horrific day. It was no one around me is going to like me today. Obviously, I'm not an asshole with anybody. I'm just very quiet. Just don't want to be there. So that day was given up. So I was literally, wordless for a day.
Yeah.
And then slept the next day better. Not perfect, but better. So
manageable, I guess. Yeah. You've got the strength, and you've got the plan, and because I think again there are obviously going to be stereotypes that we're going to end up covering.
Yeah.
We can be quite practical thinkers,
Yeah.
If there's a day where it's like I can't do the practical, it's a write-off.
Yeah.
That's a day for you to just basically sit, process. You know, it's just spinning. Nothing's happening, but it's spinning. And then you can wake up in the next day and you're like, cool, I'm not exactly 100%, but I've got a plan.
Yeah.
Or I know that I can go and do this. You know, for, tattoos an example, cool, I'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
You know, you pick up the pen, you pick up the paper, you look at what you did, you start getting on the fake skin, things like that. If I do it with my painting, it's like, cool, all I know, I'm going to wake up in the morning, base coat that bit again, build the colours back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, sometimes we do just need that day.
Mhm.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's totally fine to have a day to yourself. You're not exactly being selfish. You look at it however which way you want, but you're not being selfish. And even if you are being
never.
You are being selfish, but in the best way.
In the Bay, yeah.
In the very best way. Because it's okay to take time for yourself.
Always.
It's important to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah. No one has claim over your time, by the way.
No
one has claim
will
over
do.
it. If you turn to anybody in this world, even bosses, even companies are being told this. You turn to anybody and you say, I need 15 minutes. I need a mental health break. They have no power, no sway. In fact, most of them know exactly what you're going through. And they're like, yeah, cool, go get a coffee. Go for a smoke. Go walk outside.
Yeah.
My boss has said the same to me only last week.
Good.
She was like,
W boss.
yeah. No, she's great. She's great. She was like, I can see you're not as confident. I can see you're struggling. If you need to, we can find the time for you. So now she's encouraged if I start feeling down in the morning, because I work from home so much, obviously, you do get in your own head. You live in the same space. You work.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'd fuck off for 5
That's
minutes.
why I changed my job.
Yeah,
that was a huge reason why I changed my job. It was going. So I live. So me and my family live in a 2-bed flat, really nice flat, but it's living room.
Yes.
Is living room, and my desk was in the far corner of the room. I was spending my life for years, since lockdown, going from bed to desk to probably the sofa for an hour to bed.
Yeah.
And that was my cycle for years. And I got in such a place where I felt fucking useless. Useless. I was doing nothing with my life doing this. Fuck all.
Yeah.
To the point where every morning, and Hannah will vouch for this, is I'd get up and I'd cry. I'd just cry because I was like, I don't know what to do. Again, the pressure of me going to work and paying the bills and whatever. I would just cry because I'm like, I can't see myself getting out of this. And I've got to go and log into a job which I hate, and I despise the people I speak to. Some of the people I work with, I was just like, I fucking despise you, and I would just hated it, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. So then that was my pressures for years. Fucking tears for months.
Yeah,
with no path out of it.
Did you keep the crying a secret?
To my wife, she was there.
Yeah.
Hannah saw me cry a lot of times. Yeah.
But did you openly express it to other people?
Not to other people, no. I mean, it was one of them. Like, the crying always helped.
It does
vaguely, for a little bit.
Oh, it gets it out, doesn't it?
It does.
I always feel better after a cry.
I struggled, like you said before, about crying and James not being able to cry. I was the same in the sense of it was so hard for me to cry. It was impossible, and I would literally have to be on the brink, the real brink, before I'd ever let a tear go. But once tears do come, they come so often, and it's like your body is telling you need them. So, it was one of them. I did keep it a secret to the people who I worked with.
Yeah.
They always were the same, but you're always so happy. Yeah, well.
Yeah, not always.
Much, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Ben's just Ben's in there now. So my childhood best friend, he's been through a lot as a man. He's been through stuff that is unexpected for a man to go through. So he's been through abuse, both physically and emotionally, from various girlfriends from the past. He's got really supportive family behind him, which is dead nice, and really good friends. It's just the unfortunate thing is he's been when it comes to relationships, he's had absolute howlers, and it's been, so Ben is happy for me to say this, by the way. We have cleared this up, but so he spent, at the worst time, he spent months in a priory because it got to that bad, because there was suicide attempts, and he had to go to a priory to see if that would help. And he came out after the priory. It did help. He vouched that did help him. Did soon slip back into it and attempted again. So now Ben's left kind of every Christmas with a PTSD because he did it near Christmas. And same with his family. His family feel that as well, and kind of like
Yeah.
But Ben is in a lot better space now because he's got.
We met him.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
met Ben.
he's a lovely guy.
Came to my
Lovely
wedding.
dude. Lovely,
Blue
lovely
hair,
dude.
right?
Blue hair, yeah.
Yes, electric
Sounded.
blue. It was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
You looked so dapper that
Did
day,
look
man.
really
For
sick,
real.
Oh yeah, he looked better than me on my wedding.
Yeah, he did. He actually
He
did.
genuinely did.
Like,
He
you
did
looked
it on
good. I mean,
purpose.
you
Did
look.
it on purpose.
You look good today, but
do
and
look
you
good,
actually
man.
have a tendency of always looking good.
You do look good.
Thanks, man.
No,
I'm
no, for
trying
real.
to keep up with you boys. That's all it is.
Oh, come on.
I'm a scrub, mate.
Nah. But yeah, so Ben's
Yeah.
been through it all. So from being physically beaten up by girlfriends to being manipulated into the fact that everything is his fault. He can't go anywhere. You're
Gaslighting.
You're staying in the
Yeah.
house. You're not going anywhere. I know you're going out. You're cheating on me. You're not. Words in his mouth, thoughts in his head.
Yep.
You're going nowhere. And I think we've all probably been through it. I don't know if you have, Ben, but I know you have.
Yeah, you've had some horrible times.
I've been through the same. Nearly got
Sorry.
ran over by a Fiat 500.
The Fiat 500,
If anyone's seen the shorts or seen our previous podcast, I nearly got ran over by a Fiat 500 by a crazy bird, and I hope you're watching because you're a knobhead.
Fuck you.
But yeah, she was the same. I was not allowed to spend my own money. I wasn't allowed to go out and see anyone else.
Yep.
My family was off limits for
Yep.
years. I was, it was one of them. I was never complimented, never told I was doing anything right. It was always, why are you doing this, not that?
Yeah.
Why are you a man? You're not pushing yourself further. Her dad was pretty well off and expected every single man to be the same and not just enjoying their life. Like, everyone has the right to. But, it was a case of, she came from, you've got to be a successful man if you want me to be in your life. So what did I do? Push myself to the brink, trying to do everything that this fucking woman wanted me to do.
Yep.
So, fuck off.
Fuck
Silly bitch.
all of that.
We love you, bro.
I love you too. Yeah, anyway. I like this.
Come on.
Okay, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking.
You just waste so many years sometimes, don't you?
You do, mate. You do.
Fuck, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You safe space, bro.
Yeah, we're good here.
Better, yeah. You think where you are now.
Yeah. I just know that, like, if I'd listened to some of my exes, I wouldn't be. They almost cost me you. Quite a few times.
Yeah.
That'd have stopped all this. One tried to keep me all the way in fucking Huddersfield. Even though her herself was trying to go to Australia. Mate, like, it ain't easy.
No.
Especially when you just, like, I don't know, maybe this is a little too personal. Sometimes you just want to be fucking loved. You bend over fucking backwards to get it.
Yeah,
Of course. Everyone wants to be loved, though.
that's all people really want in the end, is to have someone to say I love you at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, of course you do.
That's huge.
Because I'm a big softie.
You are.
I'm dying for that get home from work. How you doing? How's your day?
Yeah, man. But I've fully been there, and I'm very fortunate to have that now. And I fully believe you will one day.
You will.
You will. It
Yeah.
comes at the
I know I
most,
keep telling you,
yeah.
but you will.
It comes at the most
Absolutely.
unexpected times, doesn't it?
And not even only that, you're fucking amazing, bro.
You are, bro. You are.
You are fucking just wonderful to be around. Funny as fuck. gorgeous man.
Should start a podcast.
You should start a buddy podcast.
Trust,
But no,
man.
seriously, you are. And like, you know, going on to that, you know, you want that get home and have, you know, the welcome home. That's huge. I know that my biggest up point mentally was when I moved in with Chloe.
Yeah, same.
Before that, I lived at home with my mum and my brothers and my sister, and we were great. We're a great family unit.
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
you guys are.
You know, after, you know, our dad passed in 2011, because before that we were not very close knit, but after that we became very close knit. But we still didn't really kind of like talk about how we all felt. We were all very close curtains, so a lot of time I'd get home from work if I was on a bad day. I'd just go to bed, or you know, I'd have to put on that mask and be constantly on guard that, you know, I don't want to look like I'm down. And then when I moved in with Chloe, I just got so much better mentally. I still have my bad days, but they go quicker because she's there to support me like at any moment. So it's huge, and a lot of people are in a similar boat where they are just looking for that. Yeah, and it can have a huge impact mentally.
It really can. Like,
it's scary.
It is,
and it has a massive impact on your life. So like, there are two things. One, you guys definitely know. One, I think only you know. But I don't mind sharing because it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
So I don't look after myself as far as food is concerned. We know this. The Rustler's dickhead.
my man. Rustlers only.
But I don't. I live alone. Like, I'm not cooking for anyone. I actually can cook. I just don't. There's no one to cook to. Like, the time spent cooking versus eating and then cleaning up, etc. I mean, a quick, you know, microwave meal just does me. So.
Go back to doing what you were doing then, can't you, after you do that?
Yeah, just crack on.
Exactly. So there's that. The other thing is, I don't have a single sharp object in my flat.
Right.
No knives. The scissors are baby scissors. You name it, it is blunt. And that's because as a teenager, trying to process everything going through my head, going through a really terrible relationship, I used to sleep with a knife, like, in a drawer, right next to my bed in a desk. And every now and then when I really couldn't sleep because the thoughts were getting that bad, I'd put the knife to my chest. And I'd ask myself that yes or no question. It's like, do I or don't I? Because if I do, they all go away, but everything goes away. And if I don't, that means I'm strong enough to go on and fight the next day. Do you want to take a guess which one I picked?
You started a podcast.
Started a podcast. Started from the bottom, now we're here. But no, for real. And it was a real dark time for me.
Yeah.
But it never left. And even now, there are moments where it's like, you know, I'll come home from work some days. 'Cause every now and then I do have to go into the office. And if I'm not knackered, I will come home and I'm that drained. I'm glad I don't have something like that in the house. Really am.
Yeah.
Because fighting this shit can be really hard sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and then for me, like I say, one of my biggest things is that whole having that somebody there. So you get in, shit you not, right? One day I got in and I actually said, honey, I'm home. No one's going to answer that, obviously. So I should really set my Alexa up to do it. And have it by the stairs.
That's a good shout.
But I did it, and that just fucking crushed me. Absolutely crushed me.
The silence was loud.
Yeah. I wrote something, actually. I can... Sometimes I do have like a bit of a lyricist's mind. Ben will know this. And I wrote something the other day. It was this week, wasn't it? And I wrote, my piece is too peaceful. There was more, but I'm not going to read that bit out because honestly it was just terrible. But my piece is too peaceful. That pretty much sums up my mental health at the moment. That's pretty much what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Everything's too quiet.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hey, fucking kills.
So I had similar. So Ben knows how bad I was particularly when I was in university. So when I was really lonely in university, and I had no money. I was in debt in university. I was really missing female attention, really missing it, you know. And it was more of a case of as well, like there was a part of my life where I had not many girlfriends, and then I had a lengthy girlfriend. Then that went when we like both went to university or whatever, and then when we during that time, I got into such a stoop with spending money, drinking loads, smoking loads, on such a cycle that there was so many occasions where I was so close to attempting suicide. It was unreal. Every single day, I spent thinking there is something easier than this, and I always came to the conclusion that it is death that's going to get. It's the only way it's going to get better.
Yeah.
In the end, I was speaking to various people, and there was huge pressure for me in university, with me being. I come from a family of business people. I come from a family of business people who are businessmen, who are very successful family members, and I was the first one to go to university.
Yeah.
And go and study and do something that was purely educational success.
Yeah.
So I went through to university, and in the end, I thought everyone in my family was the same. You're the first person in university. You've got to finish it. You've got to do this. You've got to go forward and get that success that we all have. And in the end, I was honest. I was honest with my mum. I sat down and I said to her, I'm having these thoughts. I don't think I'm going to be here for much longer. And in the end, she said, Dan, I don't care what you do with your life. Just, I need you here. And in the end, I quit university and I completely changed my life.
Yeah.
To the point where the only time I could have ever changed or could have ever come back from ever thinking about any suicidal thoughts, whereas I was, from the point where I was looking at things like, looking at things and thinking, can I kill myself with that?
I know exactly what you mean.
Like, can that kill me?
Yep.
How easy is that going to kill me? You know, there's things like, if I jumped off that, how quickly would I die?
Yeah.
This thing that is it was everything it was every walk of my life.
Everywhere.
It's just in your mind non-stop.
Honestly.
Success chances. I know exactly where you're coming from.
It was constant, and it got to it was honestly to a point where I just couldn't fathom being here any longer. I just can't, nothing was going right for me at that point. So eventually I ended up moving back in with my mum, and I started to have easier days. Still lonely days.
Yeah.
But the days were so much easier, for me, the only way I ever got out of that was making such a drastic change to my life. And sometimes that's all you need, is there is something in your life that's not right for you. There is something there that's just not right for you, that will take you out of the cycle if you let it. If you go and you change something, that could be the problem. And for me, it turned out that the pressure of me going through all that was the problem.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to find that was the problem. Yeah. So I changed it. Some people don't ever feel that. Some people, like Ben, got to the point where they had attempted suicide, to the point where they have to be taken to hospital to have their stomach pumped to get themselves back to us. And he's a fucking godsend.
Yeah,
I couldn't. Sorry, I'm
okay.
Hey.
I couldn't do anything without Ben.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, bro.
Hey, you're good.
That's an important thing to have, like I say. Having someone that you can say, I couldn't be here without that person, is so important. Because you've got that person.
Yeah.
You've got Ben. I've got James. And
I've
Chloe
got Ben.
And my family. He's got Ben.
Get a Ben.
Get a
Ben.
Everyone go grab a Ben.
But it is so important. Because it's crazy to think that, wow, if this one factor of my life wasn't there,
oh, I'd burn the world down.
And so many people don't have that
at
the right time, and it's just heartbreaking. So heartbreaking.
It is.
But that's something we want to encourage amongst everybody. Do teary eyes. Don't just grab yourself a Ben. Grab yourself someone. anyone. There's plenty of people out there, you know, whether they're your friends, family, health therapists, go through charities, there's support groups. Don't feel low because you're going to somebody. Feel brave that you're at least trying.
Yeah,
like,
be
you're
proud.
doing something, because you have no fucking clue who you are to somebody else.
You pass the pain on, don't you? If you know, if
That's all you
gonna be the
do.
case,
That's
you're
it,
just
yeah.
gonna pass the pain on.
And you are going to be someone's rock. You know?
You are. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You give up on yourself, you've given up on somebody else as well. I don't know if that's a harsh way of wording it, but it can be quite true.
Yeah, no, it's got truth. Absolutely. Yeah.
I've just realised I've got a spot on my head. It looks like a sniper's trying to take me out. Where is it? It's here. Can you see it? Can you get it? It's like,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
there you go. Get down, Mr. President!
But no, I feel that because, and it goes back to the poem. Is you know we've got 3 people here who are being really open, being really vulnerable as men, aren't we? And
I'm putting on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
mate, it's what we're supposed
It's what
to
we
do.
fucking
Yeah.
do.
Need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Need to talk about it.
it needs to be more people need to speak about it, and that's why we decided to do this this podcast, because we need more men to speak about it, because that 73%, if more men spoke, it could be a lot less.
It
Yeah.
could be.
So
I saw a statistic that someone did for like I can't remember what site it was. I was doing my research. I don't know if I wrote it down, but they interviewed 1,000 men
yeah,
and they asked them general questions about their mental health, and 40% of them said that they've never spoken about their mental health.
right.
They've never talked about
Oh,
it.
nearly half of the people.
So 400 of 1,000 people, nearly half of them were like, no, don't talk about that. And then the follow-up question was obviously, do you though have those thoughts? And they're like, well, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, if that could be that one conversation that they have could be the make or break of the rest of their life.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Absolutely. It really
so I'm
could.
not on my phone. I was checking my notes to see if I wrote down the thing, but
That's fine. But no, and Hannah's just said that Ash is so lucky to have all these men around him. So thank you.
You fucking sweetheart.
bless, that's so
Sorry about
sweet.
the language, Ash. But
What a fucking guy.
Top lad.
Oh god.
But yeah, that rock is really important.
there's.
I remember when I went to therapy, and on my second session, my therapist asked me, what's your anchor? And I was thinking, don't know what you mean. She was like, your anchor. What's that thing where if you're feeling down, you just think about it,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of grounds you again? And like straight away, I was like, oh, Chloe. You know, I was like, oh, Chloe.
Yeah,
and,
you know Chloe, yeah.
straight away, because she just has been like,
Yeah.
you know, I love you. You know,
No, I know. I'm not. Jesus, bro.
I know you are up here.
Don't
in my
worry.
life, bro.
It's good.
But Chloe has just been like a game changer for my
She's
life.
amazing.
Because like before I'd met her, like 6 months prior or something, I'd been through a breakup, and I just stopped looking after myself.
Yeah.
I put on a lot of weight. I just stayed inside playing Warcraft,
You did.
which sounds mint, but
No,
in
no.
that it's not. It's not healthy
it's
in that
not.
mindset. But yeah, I think I was just really random. It was complete, and this goes back to what Dan said about it'll just happen.
Yeah.
Is we had just a random encounter.
We did.
We just went out into town. You messaged me out of the blue going, do you fancy going into town? I was like, yeah, you know, fuck it. I've not been out for
Yeah.
like 3 weeks. Yeah. I had a shower probably the first time in a fortnight.
Yeah.
Got dressed, went out into Alti, and by chance we bumped into a friend of ours from school
Yeah.
who is the brother of is Chloe's brother.
Yeah.
All right.
And Chloe was there, and by chance, you know, they just said, "Oh, it's his birthday in. We're doing something in a week. Do you want to come?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Why not?" And from that, I found Chloe. We've been together. We knew each other like a couple of months,
Yeah.
and we've now been together nearly 11 years, and we're getting married next year. You know,
Yeah.
and that was just pure chance.
You
You
just
never
know.
know what the next day will
Yeah.
bring, and it's so true. And I know some people get pissed off when they hear the words, you know, the next day is a
Yeah.
different day.
Mhm.
Take each day as it comes. It's so true.
But it is true, yeah.
And then
It
you're
is.
saying about when you have your bad mental health days and
Yeah.
you just write it off,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
because you know that tomorrow will probably wake up in a better mood.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
often when I have my bad days, it's from the get go. I wake up, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know straight away, yeah.
yeah. And you know, now I get to wake up next to the person that raises my spirits more than anything.
And she is adorable. She's a little patat. She's cute.
She's adorable.
She's cool.
She's based AF.
She
as
is
the kids
based
say.
AF.
Nice.
No cap. No,
No
she's
cap.
amazing. But yeah, no, it's hugely important, and you need to remember as well that someone can be your rock, you are someone else's rock.
Yeah.
Like we're like a rock unit. Us two.
We are.
We
Yeah, for
support.
real.
We're like constantly. We're leaning.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. We're supporting each other constantly and have been for 18 years now.
Yep.
And it's just mad to. I don't know.
Big
No,
man.
no.
It's
What you said about your anchor, you know, I made one.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm the same. So obviously, like, I still go through the points of my life where I still have suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
They are always going to come now and again, because
Yeah.
when I'm having a day like that, I'm like, fuck me. This is horrific.
Yeah.
Like, this is so, like, this is arse. But when, you know, well, as you do, you get in your head and you think what if, you think who, what, where, you know, and the two people, well, obviously three, always come to my life. It's always my family. It's always Hannah, Asher, and Eva that always come back in my life, and it's a case of, you know, I'm not taking this as pressure, and I know Hannah won't take this as the pressure being on me, but Hannah's mum's no longer here. Hannah went through, made her bad decisions as well, whatever. She all made it. She's you know, vouched for herself. Since her mum died, obviously she was in a place. She went in a bad place.
Yeah.
But as well, with being, I know how much of a rock I am for Hannah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel stress or anxiety for that. I feel honoured of being a husband who can give that to a husband and a father who can be relied on, and I know I can be relied on, because, you know, I do anything for my family and my kids. So, you know, when it comes to that, you know, I don't feel like there's a pressure for me to be a dad or pressure for me to be a husband. I am a husband, and I am a father.
Yeah.
I want to be, and
good one.
I am
A
one.
bloody mint one.
Thank you, guys.
He is
Absolutely
actually solid
class
at it.
human
He's-
being.
And I love that I've got that pressure on me. It's good pressure.
It is.
Because it's motivating.
It's
if anything.
healthy.
It's healthy pressure. So, you know, I that always goes to the back of my mind that my family would be without me.
Yeah.
If
A
I
huge
may,
part of their lives.
Yeah.
if I may, I don't think that's pressure. That's drive.
It's drive.
Drive,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's drive.
Yeah.
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 And it's
Absolutely.
so healthy.
It is.
It is.
Like, it's we were having a talk the other day, and I was saying how I wanted to make a TikTok about something, and it was the idea of a narrative. So everyone's life, because we all have different perspectives, right? We all have different coping mechanisms. We have different things we tell ourselves. One thing I found that really works, and feel free to try this, because I used to write in notebooks and stuff, all of like my feelings, and I would make a diary out of it. Anyway, anything you go through in life is part of the narrative. It's part of your story. So that when you start getting towards the end of your days, you can turn around and you can share your story. Now, every single opportunity is a left or right. If you imagine it that way, it's a fork in the road of your story, of your narrative. You either do one thing or you do the other. If you do the other, it's going to lead to other stuff. If you do the one thing, it could go anywhere. And so the bad things that happen, every good story has, you know, the protagonist. Oh, the antagonist, sorry. Yeah. Every good story has, you know, the challenge to overcome, and every good story has that one moment where you're biting your nails and you're like, oh my God, things are about to get, you know, hectic. And it's at that moment where I think and this is something I tell myself, it's like, do it for the bands, quite frankly.
Yeah.
It's like, I can either like go down this really dark road for a week, or, you know, I've just had this really chaotic thought of, you know, oh, fucking hell, start a YouTube channel. It's like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, or I'll treat myself to a little bit of Warhammer. I'll go shopping. I'll go and see Ben. I'll go to the pub. I'll go to whatever
Like a little notable event happens.
whatever the alternative is, right? Go do that one. Because when you go do it, something else is going to happen, and then something else is going to happen, and it's all part of the narrative. You need the bad times to make the good times look so good.
Yeah.
And I think every now and then you need to test the character.
Yeah.
You need to know where you stand within yourself. And yeah, mental health can be a bad one for gauging characters sometimes. It will really kind of show us, you know, where we need to improve, but also just where we need help. But never give up on the narrative. I think is the key to what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah.
If you see it as a story, your story will have an end at some point. Just don't let it be too soon.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I've always been an avid believer that everything happens for a reason. The amount of times I've said it to people.
Oh my god, the amount of times it's been said today.
Today, I was
when we
gonna say,
Today, yeah, absolutely, yeah, in it. So
flashbacks.
yeah, so yeah, like I fully believe it, and I think for everyone, then me and Hannah like to think we're quite spiritual.
You okay?
I just thought.
Keep adding DLC.
What's that?
Keep adding DLC.
In it. Just add DLC to your life, please. Good start.
Keep adding DLC to your... That's...
Pixie, thank you for coming in and on your lunch break.
hello.
I really appreciate that.
Wait.
What's my beloved saying?
Yeah. Just hopped
can't
in
read.
to watch on my lunch break, fighting back the tears. Hey yo.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, we all love
I do,
you.
I'm crying now. I'm tearing up.
That's for anyone in the chat. That's
my fiance.
That's the fiance. That's
my
Chloe.
wonderful. Can we get some hearts for
Everybody,
Chloe
please put some love in the chat for Chloe.
for saving my life, quite literally.
Yeah.
Literally, she's a beautiful human being.
She's amazing.
Maybe we'll go see her.
We'll go see.
Yeah,
We can go sail.
we'll go sail after this.
We will. Chloe, we will.
Hey, you don't have
we
to give
will
yourself
get to know
love.
We'll get to know each other more. Me, cause I obviously
Yeah.
very, very rarely know Chloe. I've only met her a couple of times, but
She's a wonderful human
I've
being.
heard nothing but the amaze.
Yeah. I think there have been days where she's helped me as much as she's helped you.
Yeah.
She is just one of them.
Yeah.
Like, she's my sister. Like, that's how I class
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Like, I don't think I call her anything other than sis
Yeah,
most of the
true.
time.
She's like me. She's an enormous empath. She
Yeah.
picks up on other people's feelings really quickly and really just wants everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're grateful to each other for that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we're annoyingly though, we're both crap at talking straight away because we're worried that we'll upset the other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that's why it takes her a few times to say,
Yeah.
"Are you sure you're okay?" And then I'll eventually open up. And
You go-
we do. It's a bit of a vicious cycle.
Yeah,
It's
I feel that.
dangerous,
I get that.
but we get there in the end.
Yeah.
And
You two are phenomenal.
yes, we are.
Your
I'm
goals
not even
is what
gonna
you are.
deny it. We
Snap
are.
with me, bitch.
Oh,
Goal.
my hands too sweaty.
I know. We're all like dying
Oh.
over here.
But yeah, I'm just eternally grateful for Chloe.
Yeah.
Really am. Can't wait for you to be my wife.
Same boat, bro. Same boat, man. Being a husband's one of the best things I've ever experienced in my life. It's fucking unreal. You're gonna have it one day.
Yeah.
We'll-
No,
we'll
I
be there.
have no doubt,
I cannot wait to be your best man
mate.
and make you the most horrific stag do ever.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm gonna die, but that might be a little inappropriate.
Don't do that to us.
Please don't. It won't be that bad.
Nah, none of us are going
I'm
anywhere.
scared of my stag do though.
Hey.
I'm sweating from my hands and my eyes. I can't stop.
Oh, this has been
Oh.
real.
This has been intense.
Should we take a moment just to catch up with everybody?
Guys,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
How we
Let's
do?
do
I think we
didn't
need
stop
it.
for a little break because the battery died
Yep.
preemptively.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
been one of them
you
days,
know,
to be
we are
completely
getting
honest.
About an hour and a
Yeah.
half in, so we spoke about a lot, haven't we?
Mm.
We have.
Yeah.
It's been a very heavy topic, an important one.
One that I think we'll revisit.
Yeah, I think
Probably,
we're gonna
yeah, I
keep-
would say so.
It's always a relevant topic
Yeah.
that we need to be talking about constantly. And we've had so many great people just come into chat and say hello. And I think I've seen a couple of people share their experiences as well.
Yeah, do you want to scroll
Um,
up a
do
bit?
you wanna have a little
I'll
scroll to see what people have been
a little read
saying?
of them, yeah.
But it's
If I go here,
what we got.
Go down a little bit more.
up a little bit more. You mean?
No, down a bit.
Okay.
What did Para say there? Up a bit. You know what's the worst? Having someone there and just death staring you because you are a mess and don't know what to do. I think this was when we were talking about like kind of our when we're chatting about
Yeah,
our
yeah.
feelings and things that help us. But no, I feel that as well. Like people that don't understand where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they don't really know you
Yeah.
as well. It's more of a case of you know, the people can be so quick to jump on you're being an asshole. I'm not. I mean, just, you know, I can feel shit. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get that para.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely understandable.
Yeah, it was when this.
Yeah.
Said the same there. There was a list of things I wanted to needed to do. World
Yeah.
Court was like, nah, mate, feel
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
the anxiety's a bastard.
Yeah.
Bastard.
My
Good
whole life
God.
has been just riddled with anxiety.
Mm.
Every action I take is fueled with anxiety.
It is.
Every choice I make has had a level of anxiety behind it. When I send an email at work, I proofread it 20 times
Yeah.
because I'm anxious that I've typed something wrong.
I'm the same.
Or
Huh?
everything I do is just fueled with anxiety.
It's how it is, though, especially for an empath as well.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, with being the recipient of whatever you're delivering, you're going to empathise with it quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I feel that, absolutely.
I love you,
Um,
bro.
I love you. I love you, Dan.
Hey.
I love both of you.
Hey, I love you.
I
Love you too, man. Love you both.
That's another.
Make
important
sure you
thing as
tell
well,
someone,
is,
yeah.
It's people. Love in general. People get embarrassed to just say that they
Mm.
love someone, regardless if it's to a mate or to someone that they genuinely care about.
Yeah.
It's fuck that.
No, I know.
Tell people you love them.
Yeah.
I tell you almost every
Yeah.
fucking day I love you.
Yeah.
When we're talking to each other,
Yeah, we
even
do.
us when we finish
Yeah,
filming,
love
right?
us,
Love,
yeah.
love you guys. See you
love you,
tomorrow.
bye. That is the end of every Discord call we're in. It's love you, bye.
Yeah, love you, bye.
Yeah. Oh, it's always pass my love on to Chloe. Normally a head
Yeah,
pat or
of course, you
something.
also tell sis
Yeah.
I love you. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get it back. It's always love back.
Yeah.
Do it. Like, just do it. Just fucking do it. Tell someone you love them.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Tell them. Get it off your chest, but also they might need to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they
You
might
never
need
know.
to hear it, or they might want to say it back, but can't.
Who else have we got?
Oh.
What's there?
It's not a minus 1,000 this time. Kuzi used 1,000 points
Oh, what's
just
Adam
to
done?
tell us that he loves us all.
Oh,
Adam, I love you.
man.
Right, another thing with Adam, I know I said before that me and my family were never very
Close?
talky about
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are a lot more now.
Mm.
Since
Good.
I moved out as well, I missed being with my brothers and my sister, my mum a lot. Because me and Adam shared a room until I was like 25 or something,
Yeah.
and I'd always had my brother with me. So it was weird when I moved out. Especially, I imagine it was for Adam as well, because he was now in a solo room, you know.
Yeah.
But me and Adam, Daniel, Hannah, my mum, we've all grown really close since I moved out, and we tell each other that I love you, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, because I would look at other people's families and I'd think, wow, they're a lot more lovey and
Yeah.
family-like than my family.
Well, maybe not mine.
Well, yeah, that's your family.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose we're pretty lucky. My family,
Mm.
we all tell each other we love each other.
Yeah,
We
it's
were
so
a pretty
important.
close family. It is important.
And
you
I
know.
love that for you. It's
Mm.
it's so
It's a
so
good thing to have.
amazing.
It is nice.
And I'm so happy that I've got that now. So Adam,
Yeah.
seriously, from the bottom of my heart, the bottom of my heart, bro, I love you to bits, and I'm so grateful for you. Honestly.
Nice, man. I like it.
Helps me a
Harry
lot.
said, what helps me a lot is actually writing how you feel, be your own therapist, write what you feel, get it out, get it on paper, and you can read it again and say, tis okay.
Yeah.
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 Agree? You know,
I had a notepad.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've journaled before in the past. It's the right way. If you can't say it, write it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
okay. A lot of the times, it's the same with therapy. It
Mhm.
comes
Yeah, yeah.
with if they're asking you the questions because they want you to find the answer to them. They haven't got
Yeah.
the answer at the end of the day. They're not going to tell you how to live, and they're not going to tell you how to feel. You know how you feel. You know how you're going to make it better. You have the answers to
Yeah.
every one of your problems.
You do?
And eventually, you're going to realize that if you speak about it enough, the answer is going to be there. You just need to speak about it.
Yeah.
So men, speak. Speak about it.
Yeah. I've got the same. I showed on TikTok actually the book that I've got. I didn't open it because that was a little too much.
Of course.
No one has seen that book up
Yeah.
until that day. Nobody. The first ever entry was 2013, July 2013, and that is going back to the days where I had the knife and like I had a quick look because it's not a book that I open very often.
No.
But I did have a quick look and I was like, fuck, don't do that no more. Like I was reading through just a little bit
Yeah.
here and then. It's like I've come such a long way.
It's an achievement
Yeah.
It is an achievement.
to look back on that and go, wow, I was there and now I'm here.
I do have an intention one day of burning the book because for me, burning something is setting it free.
It's very symbolic.
It's
Yeah.
fucking it
A
off.
lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people will
Yeah,
agree with you on that.
yeah. I did it with like loads of exes stuff. Whenever I'd break up with exes as a kid, it was just so. Pardon me. It's something that I'm eventually going to do. I think actually it's more a health and safety thing that I've not done it rather than an internal thing. I need somewhere safe.
You need to call the council and approve it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I will do one day.
I look forward to that day.
Yeah, you can come. We'll have a beer.
Yeah, absolutely, we'll have a beer.
Yeah. Charlotte says, I'm actually very curious on how my future job handles the whole mental health thing. My old job didn't give a shit. You know, you'd be surprised by how many jobs just don't even think it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's mad. I've had... I think I've been pretty lucky with jobs. I've, you know, if I've needed to step out, I have been able to.
Yeah.
In my thing is, I work in a kitchen at the moment. I do get some downtime with, you know, I work on the cleaning side instead of the food side.
Yeah.
But you know, I chose that job because it's an easier job to do. It's, you know, it's therapeutic. I like it. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at it, so I did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, being in there, I'm quite lucky with that. But there is too many jobs out there nowadays that don't take it into consideration.
Yeah.
No, the thing is though, even if they don't, that it's still written into the rules and the laws of the country. You can just rock up to them and say, boom, mental health day. Have a look in your own HR department. They'll have to agree to it. Take yourself that time. You are well entitled to it. So even if the company's not aware of it, it's already there in law.
Yeah.
You can go and do that.
Yeah.
And it's not just England we're talking about here, because I know obviously, Charlotte, you don't live in the UK, but this is like, I think it's Europe-wide at least. Other places have different rules. But I'm fairly sure Europe agreed to it.
Yeah, there's a few European countries that have got these mental health day allowances.
Some are a lot better than ours.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ours is shocking.
Some of them, a lot of them do 4-day work weeks, and I'm like, where is this in the UK, bro? 4-day work weeks. Where's
do it, don't
the
they?
ting?
No, for real though. Like all of that stuff, it's been proven to increase productivity, work ethic, just overall mental health of your team. It's got so many benefits. People should do it more.
Yeah, because the majority of the kind of stress that men feel, I believe, and one of the statistics that I saw was workplace stress.
Yeah.
Was a huge impact on people's mental health.
Yeah.
Have you got a full statistic?
I've
for us?
got a fun fact.
So related to the 15.8 in 100,000 suicides were men. 10% of them were work related.
Yes.
Like, fucking hell, it's a job, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to earn some money. The last thing I want to do is be putting myself in a grave for you.
Yeah,
exactly.
For a
job.
company, a business. A thing that if you weren't there, they just replace you with someone else 2 days later.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
That's the depressing thing.
Nah.
If someone took those steps, it feels like there's no emotion from the company side, because it's just so robotic with, oh no, that's sad. Yeah, we need to rehire now, and it's like, it just feels like such a quick process. It's so awful.
I've seen lots of hugs in the chat, guys. You're a beautiful bunch.
We love you.
Parky says, I'm very privileged at my job regarding that. My MD's door's always open. That's great.
Yeah.
And welcome in, Parky, by the way.
Yeah, welcome in.
For real, man, I feel it. Absolutely. I think, more people and more bosses should be well versed in taking care of their workers' mental health. Because at the end of the day, if you've got happy colleagues and happy employees, you've got a happy company, man.
Yeah.
And that's like, people are always constantly saying, like, oh, you're always hiring. Well, there's a fucking reason then, isn't
exactly.
there?
If turnover of staff is so high, you've got you need
at
to,
it.
It's an internal issue.
When you go for an interview, have a look, ask them, like, why, how come this position was created?
Yeah.
And then, you can always ask the follow-up of, what's your turnover of staff like? Because if it's high, people are going, you can probably figure out why pretty quickly. There's something One-Handed Gamer said, every choice I make in my life, I feel like something or someone is hurt by it.
Yeah.
Like some virtual person, person wants to put me down. Mate, you are not in any way, shape or form responsible for how anybody reacts to anything you do.
Facts, bro. Facts. Factual information from this man.
It is what it is. You have to look after yourself. Right, end of the day, yourself is the main priority.
Of course.
Because no matter which way you want to look at it, you look after yourself, you can go and look after other people. You don't do that, not only are you letting yourself down, but you might be letting down the people you love and you care about. Whatever you do, so long as it is for the benefit of you and you're not walking over people to get it, you're not actually actively disrespecting people to get
don't
it.
be a dick about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
Do it.
Yeah.
And fuck anybody else.
I am an absolute advocate of this. I have always said this about, I don't know what other people think. Fuck that.
Fuck 'em.
I'm sorry, but if you're not saying anything that's genuinely like, a bad thing, I'm just saying it because it's something that's like kind of on my mind or whatever. I am fully 100% facts about if you want to say it, fucking say it. Yeah. Even if it's to me, I don't give a shit. If you've got something, an opinion, whatever, say it to me. I don't care. But yeah, your feelings aren't my responsibility. No. If you're offended, that sounds like a you issue, bro.
It is.
That is skill issue you, bro.
Yeah. And not that I agree with everything. No, but for real, not that I... Skill issue, get ratio, dickhead, Nan's got a skin fade, get at it.
Yeah.
But, not that I agree with absolutely everything Ricky Gervais says, but I do agree with quite a lot of what he says.
I do.
It's you're right to be offended. You know what I mean? Like, who are you to tell me that you're upset because you're offended and I should feel bad about it? Fuck that.
Be offended.
Be offended.
But do it in your own time.
Go for it.
Go somewhere else, man. Don't watch me. Don't speak to me then.
I actually don't mind I quite like being offended from time to time because it shows me who I am. If someone offends me, I can sit there and go, oh, this is actually my opinion on this certain topic, this subject.
Yeah.
And then I know what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking at the time, and I get to, I like doing this. I dig into it, and it's like, what has kind of swayed my mindset, blah, blah, blah. What's affected me?
Yeah.
I quite like it. Everyone's, right to be offended. I think sometimes people fucking need to be.
No. I think because social media nowadays is so walk on eggshells.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of people are going through the stage of, I'm not allowed to say that because someone's going to get offended. And I'm sorry, but no matter what you say, at any other end of the spectrum, someone is not going to agree with you or someone's going to get offended at something. At the end of the day, you should be proud that, one, you've got an opinion. Yeah. Not everyone is going to agree with it. At the end of the day, your opinion's yours. Say it, do what you want to do. Your life's yours. Your opinion's yours. But do not tell me how my opinion should be.
Exactly.
Don't tell me how I should think. You think how you think, bro. You do you.
Yeah. That is the best sentence.
Bitch.
Best sentence. You do you. If you want to be sassy about it, you do you, boo.
Isn't it?
Gosh, darn it.
But, I mean, ultimately, One-Hand Gamer, don't worry about it. As long as you're not walking over the bodies of people to get to where you need to be, you are fine doing what you want, and fuck anyone who wants to say otherwise.
As long as what you're saying isn't categorically a dickhead thing to say.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then if you've got an opinion on, a topic or something, just
in it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, man. And yes, Adam,
you can
do me, yeah.
Oh,
that's tier 3 patron.
That is, but coming soon. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. ! Socials. You will find a link to the Patreon in there.
Yes.
It might still be under evaluation though, so you might not be able to use it just yet, but it should be soon.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm pretty sure you can now.
I went on before and it wasn't there.
Smudge.
The sale is still on for the merch, right? The 10%.
The sale is still on.
About a week left on that, is it?
There's 7 days.
7 days.
That's a whole week.
That is a whole week to get your next ones in.
Yes.
We've got some brand new merch out at the moment. ! Merch. Out of here. Get your merch.
And like we said, like we explained at the very beginning, but I know we've had some people join since then. We're not trying. This isn't us cashing out in the slightest.
No.
Yeah.
We know that we need to. We know there's things that are going to help us improve. Those things cost money, and our day jobs can't afford that. We have lives, we have wives, we have weddings, we have X, Y, and Z.
Bars.
And so bars, mate. But yeah, we want to be as transparent as we can. Yes, we've started a Patreon. Yes, we've launched a merch line. end of the day, we want to take this to the next level, and
Yeah.
that costs money,
Yeah.
and that's what we're trying to
If
do.
you want to see us hit the next level, man,
That's it.
you know,
Yeah.
community support, let's do it.
We've got big plans, big dreams.
Yeah,
Mm.
for
You
real.
know, we want this, like James has said, to be at the next level. We want to take this to a
Yeah.
whole new peak that we could only dream of. That
Yeah, yeah.
you know was kind of like this. It's I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Because we've worked so hard since we started this,
Yeah.
and we're going to keep working hard.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously, the support that we're getting from all you amazing people is noticed.
It is.
You know, and we're so grateful for it. So, if you want more, that Patreon link is in the Discord, like Dan says.
Absolutely.
I'm going to drop one last little wise wordy wisdom
for
bomb.
Shoot.
Don't ever mistake pride for arrogance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is we are proud of what we have.
Mm-hmm.
So we will say that we're proud of it
Bang
because
on.
we fucking are.
Mm-hmm.
Never mistake that as arrogance.
No.
And don't for yourself. If there's something you're proud of, a model, you know, a collection item, your work, your whatever it is, if you're proud of something, preach.
Mm-hmm.
Be proud of it. And if someone does mistake it for arrogance, fuck them. They've clearly got some form of self-image problem. Never mistake what we say as arrogance. It's not the way it is. And you should be proud of the things that you're proud of.
No, I agree. If you believe you've got, you know, you're proud of what you got. You know, I've always said it to people, especially in content creation. If you're working hard and you're busting your bollocks, and you know you've really squeaked up your content, you know, you've got some really good quality stuff out there. There's going to be people out there who'll watch you, man. They've just got to know who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's, you know, at the end of the day, we've got something here that we're very proud of. We're very happy with what we've got, and people show up for it, and we get compliments on it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of people knowing who we are, and then eventually people know who we are. Fucking, we're on the road to success. Do you know what I mean?
And we get to do this all the time for you guys then, which is
Imagine-
the
Can you
goal.
imagine this like
and the
every
dream.
3 days?
Yeah, imagine.
Can you imagine us like every
I
3
know.
days? How good would that be?
God, you get sick of us, won't you?
Hey.
But also, like, we love it when you guys go into the Discord and go into flex on them, right?
Yes.
We never mistake that as arrogance.
No.
We see it as pride. And we
Yeah,
fucking,
absolutely.
I vibe with it.
I
I
love
genuinely live for that
It's
shit.
such a vibe.
Going to Parky's comment there, what's best for us? Monetary wise, if we are going to, I mean, because of the 50-50 split with Twitch and everything that is taken into account there, we have a tier 2 that's on Patreon. That's $5. We'll get from as much as from what I'm aware of, most of that.
Yeah, I think it's about on average about 90% of that.
So yeah, it would be Patreon most likely. So if anyone does want to support that, you know, you'll still get this content. Obviously, you'll get it,
Of course,
and you'll
yeah.
get it. It's still with ads. You'll get it on Twitch. You'll get it with ads. But obviously, exclusive stuff on Patreon, you will get it on. You'll get it on there, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, obviously there's going to be things on there that, you know, eventually we'll be doing stuff like YouTube members and all that
Yeah,
stuff. But, you know, for the time being, the things that we're going to try and push people for the exclusivity is going to be Patreon for real.
I mean, whatever it is, whichever avenue you go down, we're always trying to make sure you get something in return.
Absolutely.
We don't want to ever give anything for nothing. I don't even think we have a dono thing, do we?
We don't. We do.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
do we?
Yeah, we
do
do.
we?
Yeah.
We don't mean that.
But if anything, if whatever's easier for you is what's
Yeah.
best for us.
Yeah.
at
I mean,
the
get
end of
yourself
the
a hoodie. You get a discount on them.
day. True. You can get yourself a hoodie. Yeah,
And they're pretty sick.
15% off at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just remember that whatever you decide to do, how big or small, we are exceptionally grateful.
Oh,
Of
God,
course,
yeah.
absolutely.
We will
yeah.
always
Yeah.
be super grateful
Always.
for anything that comes our way. Because it just reminds us of how special what this is.
Yeah.
You know, it is a special thing that we've got here, and the community that we've kind of pulled together has been it's been so far an incredible one, and it's only growing.
That's you guys.
That's you.
Cool.
You
Oh, look at
beautiful
his
people.
face. Do that again. Oh, look at his little face.
Hey,
Mine
Pam.
doesn't work like that.
What?
Yeah,
My
we-
face don't
we'll
work
let
like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
half
It does
of
on this
innit?
side.
Does that?
No, that side.
No, this
Yeah,
side.
That side. Yeah.
See, I can't even tell anymore. It's just it's fine.
You know-
I can
you know
tell
what-
now.
Okay, now you can tell.
Do you know how I learned that about you?
Huh?
The video you put out. I didn't even know
Oh,
that.
did you
Yeah.
really?
Never knew.
Yeah.
No one told me. I didn't even notice.
Oh,
I thought you
Well,
were just.
I told you it's a lot better than you think it is.
I just thought you were very animated with one side of your face. Genuinely.
I am.
Well,
not my choice.
oh man.
It's good I can joke about it now because that really
Yeah,
that was a
that
kick
was,
in the teeth
That was
for
a
the
hard one, that.
self-image. Oh wow.
We just get a dono.
Did we?
Yeah.
What?
It didn't come through, but I saw it on the. I saw it on the event viewer.
What event view? What?
Not that one.
Oh.
It came up above my head.
Oh shit!
Oh,
God, I don't know, but it's not come through.
thank
Can't
you
see
so
it.
much.
Don't know.
Thank you.
Adam sent a quid.
Adam,
How
big
much?
man, thank you so much.
Thank
bro.
you.
Thanks, man.
Big love.
That's massive. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Cheers, man.
You guys.
Oh, incredible people that we've got.
Very much so.
Review for my hoodie will be out on Tuesday when parcel force
Hey.
delivery.
Let's
baby.
go.
Can't wait.
Let's go.
That was quite quick, actually.
That's good.
Mm.
They said it'll
Tuesday.
be like
I get-
the
yeah.
middle of
That's
May.
like-
Sorry.
That's like that is a week.
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
Just over a week. That's mad.
I get mine next week.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a hoodie and a t-shirt. I can't wait.
I still need to order mine.
Black
I'm
hoodie
dreadful.
and then the charcoal grey t-shirt.
Nice. Is it the long sleeve?
No, I went short.
I want to get the long sleeve.
Oh, you got a
as well.
t-shirt, didn't you?
I have a t-shirt and a hoodie. Yeah.
I'll be getting mine soon. Yes, Adam, getting yours tomorrow, la.
Let's
Adam,
go.
my man, right? So we got me and Adam worked together,
Mm.
and we got paid on Friday, just gone. Within an hour of being in work, he emailed our department going, "Don't forget to support a local business and buy some GLHF merch." And gave a link. My man.
Support the lads.
We love you, bro.
We do.
I just thought king moves on that. King moves.
Innit. I was going to say as well, we got some stickers sent to us, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
we
Yes.
did.
Yes.
So, courtesy of
Stream Seed. Thank you so much, guys.
Added to our canvas.
Yeah.
So we now have the 2 clip of the weeks
Mm-hmm.
that we got from winning.
Yeah.
Clip of the week.
Because our
Yes.
clips are banging and we're
we
funny.
Are joke
And if
should do a
you
podcast.
guys, we
Yeah.
should do a podcast.
Yeah, because we are funny.
Yeah, well, funny as fuck.
Sign.
Funny.
Funny. Anyone else know how to sign bullshit?
It's like that, innit?
You do.
Yeah,
you
that's
got the
it.
horns, and then you got the tail, and you kind of do that. It's great.
Sign.
If you guys-
Don't
Danger!
Oh, shit!
It got dumpy in it. If you guys have any stickers that you don't mind sending to us,
Yeah.
like they're going on that thing. I put it over there 'cause it's
Yeah.
over there. It's off screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does still exist. We want them.
We want them.
stickers.
Send it. What we're doing is we're putting letters on there.
Notes.
Notes. Anything you want to write.
Scribbles
us,
from guests that appear.
It's the fridge.
doodles. Anything.
It's the good luck have fun
Send us
fridge,
stuff, man.
essentially.
And we
if-
guarantee one day we're going to need a bigger canvas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a wall, you know.
Yeah,
of-
we will.
We'll have
We
a
will.
wall of all
We
this
will.
stuff.
No, on a genuine level, we will. But if you want to send us anything, if you will find us our email. Sam, bro, donating a big 5. Thanks, man.
Yo!
Cheers,
Big love.
bro.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Hi,
much,
lad.
man.
Bro, we pay you.
Yeah. I was about to say, hang on a
This ain't how it
second.
works.
This is the wrong way.
Quick, commission more edits, quick.
I was about to say, he's done that because we just commissioned.
Yeah, he
this.
knows. He knows.
Innit,
You're
innit?
smart.
Yeah, smart.
This is why we hire you, bro. You're
Business.
smart.
Yeah.
Big
Business.
Recycling.
Oh, man.
You're a
Keep it,
gem. You
probably
all are.
just break
You're all
it.
amazing.
You are. But yeah, if you want to send us anything, you'll find our business email.
Mhm.
Just email and I'll send you the address
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to go to.
I think it's goodluckhaveonbusiness@gmail.com
It is.
off the top of my head.
It is.
You'll find it in our Twitter description.
I think it's on
Mhm.
Linktree as
So
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
check it out. It'll be there. Just let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel fantastic after talking about all
Do you know
that.
what
Yeah.
I do as well? Yeah.
I feel
felt-
lighter.
I'm not gonna lie. When we were in the thick of it, I was feeling
Me
proper
too.
emotional.
Same.
Yeah.
I was feeling. I get the heart tremors.
Mhm.
I feel my hands go sweaty. I go cold. It's an emotional topic.
It
It
is.
But we talked about it,
Mhm.
and
We did.
I feel better for it.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to us.
Thanks for
and being
listening.
here.
Yeah, it's
And-
nice to know that it's as important to you guys as it is to us.
I feel supported.
I do.
I
Same.
feel massively supported by
Same.
being open with
Mm.
my feelings.
Yeah.
And we hope you guys do. Or we hope that we've at least inspired you to try and find support somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Discord is there.
Yeah.
It's a total free safe space.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
It's always just full of memes and bants and
Mhm.
people that are on the same level. that just
Cats
get each
and
other.
hobbies
Lots of
and-
cats. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, thanks, Robin.
You know, it is a safe
Mm.
place for us to hang out,
It is.
and you know, it's beautiful to see people just talking
It
amongst
is beautiful,
themselves
man.
as well. You know, if we're busy cracking away with
Huh?
our day jobs or we're doing
Yeah.
whatever. It's
We
Parky
touch it.
with another 5, bro.
Yo,
Thank
Thank
you
you, bro.
so much for that.
Thank
five.
you.
Parky, what a dude.
We absolutely love
Thank
you
you,
guys. It's
We've got plans as
we
well,
do.
and it's
we
like
do. We want to tell you these
we
plans.
want to
but
tell you, but
I
we
know,
can't.
we can't
but
just
we
yet.
you're gonna see, like, everyone always says like, oh, it goes right back into the stream. You are gonna
You're
see
gonna see.
exactly
Yeah,
where
you
it's
are
going
gonna see.
real soon.
Oh,
Thank
You
you.
guys, man. Thank you so
guys.
much.
Get some GLHFs in the
Yeah,
chat.
Yeah.
Go
Pump
on.
it up.
Throw it
In fact,
throw
we've
it
actually got a few more emotes now. If you might
We
know.
do.
We have some got approved
yeah.
today.
Yes, so we've got a couple, I think appropriately so, just a few collectives from our individual
Yeah.
stream pages.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of your lists.
Yep.
Got my bruh.
Yep.
We've got your Poggy.
Yeah.
And Kappa as well.
And
Yeah.
Kappa, yeah. You know. So, whenever we're streaming, just, or wherever, just pump those emotes
Yeah, yeah.
out.
They're in the Discord
Enjoy
too.
them. They're in the Discord.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm happy when you
Yeah.
guys are happy. That's
Exactly.
the main thing.
Hey, Anisha, welcome in.
Hey,
Hey.
Anita.
Just about to
welcome
get
in.
in here just as we're going, but
Yeah,
it's all right.
we still appreciate
That's
it.
all right.
Still
We
love you.
appreciate the quick hello.
No, we have had a good 2 hours of chatting, and we appreciate everyone
Yeah.
that's been here. So
Absolutely.
and if you're listening on Spotify, Apple
Yep.
Podcasts, you
Yeah.
know, don't forget you can listen to us on the go. And
Mhm.
anyone who's listening on them platforms, we really
Yeah.
appreciate you. Any 5-star reviews you can give us, any viewing, if you've got any
Mhm.
feedback
Yeah.
on them as well, we really appreciate it. So
Yeah.
anywhere you're listening or anywhere you're watching is massive.
Hello. What
Aw.
was that?
That is Adam again
Thanks.
with another
Adam.
Aw,
gifted.
Thank you so much,
You
bro.
sweetie.
Anisha, well, enjoy that sub as well.
Yes,
Now
enjoy
got all
those emotes.
I think one of the
Exciting.
last things as well, because of the style of this, because of this topic,
Mm.
we never ask, but I think we're going to on this one. Is share it with your friends.
Definitely.
Like if
Yeah.
you think your friends would benefit from seeing three guys just talk about their feelings, and I didn't expect to get as emotional as I did.
Me
I
too.
genuinely thought I'd have to walk away back then.
I thought you nearly did. I could see you welling up.
Like
Viciously.
I thought I would.
And that's okay.
It is. It's absolutely fine. And I think if you've got friends that might need to hear this or see this, recommend us on Spotify, YouTube when it goes up.
Yeah.
Show them the VOD.
Show him the poem.
Yeah, no,
That
absolutely. That was beautiful.
That's a highlight
Is it that
from
good?
today. I
Oh,
loved
mate,
it.
honestly,
I loved it.
I
Glad you like it.
yeah, I actually want to get it framed. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going to say you could do a sick
Yeah.
graphic for
I
it.
can do it for you.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'd like
I
it framed.
want that in my house.
Mm.
Okay, I can do
Same.
it for you. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll do a video of me writing the poem, reading the poem
Mhm.
that I've
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I've written. Yeah, I love the poem that I've written. It's very much me in a poem.
Yeah.
So now you know something about me that you never knew. I write poetry.
And it's a
He's
beautiful
really
thing to
good
do.
at it.
You're really bloody good.
Thanks, man.
Right.
And my portfolio is great. Thanks,
Yeah.
Adam.
Oh, he's
It
an
is,
amazing
man, it is
artist.
sick.
Thanks.
You're just too good, man.
I'm not.
You are.
Stop it now.
And he's got a dumpy.
He does have a dump.
Go on!
My balls were slapping there.
It is hot and sweaty in this
It's
room.
sweaty in this
Right,
room.
guys, we're gonna go.
Warm.
We're gonna disappear.
I love you.
I love these guys.
I
We love you.
We love you.
Sell it on a print as a shot. I can do that as well.
We
Get it
might be able
done.
to do it for charity.
True.
We do want to be working with some
We
mental health
do.
charities at some point. That's a little sneak peek that we want to.
Right, there you go. Because it happened here today. There's a sneak peek for you.
Yeah.
It's something we will try and arrange. We will, if you're okay with that. Obviously, I
What?
don't want to just go and offer up your poem. as
No,
something.
literally everyone I've told.
Fuck that guy.
Literally everyone I've told has said you need to post it.
That's
And it was
amazing.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is it
definitely.
still on your phone?
Yeah, exactly.
a, there you go.
Ah,
Anyway, we're gonna go.
yeah, we're sweaty.
Yeah.
Got things to do.
You said about me posting the poem. I am going to. I'll put it in the chat for everyone if you want to pass it on to your friends, family.
Yeah,
Uh,
put it in flex on them in the Discord.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll
just get
put
it
it.
straight in
Yeah.
there.
If you want to, I'll put it on. I'll put it in there.
Or hobbies, either or. Just get it in there.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I'm glad we did today.
Same.
And
Me too.
there will be more like this. This
Mhm.
won't be the only one. We are strong
No.
believers in talking
Yeah.
about
We
any
are.
issues.
We are.
You know, finding a loved one, finding a friend,
Mm.
and we really encourage it. And we're glad and happy to share our experiences. You know, it's important, and we hope that you seeing us be so transparent
Yeah.
encourages you to take that same mentality on in your own life.
Yeah.
I look
Exactly.
taller than you.
Okay.
Damn it!
If anyone wants to use it, pass it on. I've posted
Yeah.
it in the Discord now. You can see it there.
Thank you.
Yeah. So go and enjoy it. Read it in your own
Go get
time.
it, guys.
Yes.
And thank you so much for the support, gifts, follows,
Yep.
everything.
The
brand new
donos.
shirt.
Honestly,
Shrunk Gorilla, thanks for following. Just
Thank
again,
you.
mate,
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you being here. You will catch all of this on
Mhm.
YouTube as well. So if you want to
Well.
catch this on YouTube, watch it in full, watch the VOD, or go over to our YouTube exclamation mark socials.
Yep.
Yes.
And any support on those channels just bumps the algorithm for us to
Yep.
spread to more amazing people like yourselves. So please like, comment, 5 stars, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
And it'll just support us more than you can know. And
Indeed.
we appreciate it.
And thank you for joining in through a heartfelt stream. We
Yeah.
will see you in the next one.
We will.
Will do. Love you guys.
Peace,
Goodbye,
guys.
Till
everybody.
next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.